Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the boy Fooly, and if you're watching today's video, it's because we did something very special on this channel, and we did it. That's the easiest way I can put it. We finally hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel, on Fooly, the Scat Master. You guys know who I am. And just right off the rip, I want to say I'm forever grateful, forever thankful for everybody who ever interacts with my videos, whether or not you're even subscribed. If you're leaving a comment, if you're viewing the video, if you're leaving a like, if you're leaving a dislike, I don't really care. It's really everybody combined that is making all of this possible for somebody like me. And seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful for being able to do this. It's something I never imagined I would be able to do ever. Like when I was a kid and I really wanted to do this, I never thought anything would come of it. When I first started my channel back in 2019, by the way, October 31st, which was just a couple of days ago, was 3 years since I started the channel, and going from back then till now, it's just incredible the amount of love that I've been shown, the amount of support that's been coming my way, and for real, once again, I just want to say thank you to absolutely everybody. Now, today I have a very special video for not only myself, but for everybody out there that's watching, you know, whether or not this affects a single person, or 3 people, or 40 people, 100 people. I've felt very passionately about this topic, and it's away from Call of Duty, it's away from YouTube, it's away from, like, you know, ranting and giving commentaries and all that kind of stuff. So just to let you guys know, if you're here for Call of Duty content, unfortunately that's not what's going on here. It's not going to be a face reveal, it's not going to be a Q&A. I've done things like that in the past, so if you're interested in something like that, there are some videos like that I've made previously, but today's video I wanted to focus on a very important and serious topic, and simply put, it's just your mental health. It's however you're feeling inside, whether or not you're showing it to other people. I think a lot of people really do underestimate just how much their own mental health affects them day to day. And truthfully, it is just something that I wanted to bring a little bit more awareness to. I don't know if this feature is allowed for a channel of my size, but I'm gonna try it anyways. I'm gonna see if I can gather up a little bit of money through a fundraiser or through any sort of donation method via YouTube for me to donate to any foundation or organization out there that is meant to help out people with mental health issues, or, you know, any sort of crisis that they may be going through. I truly do feel very passionate about stuff like this, so I'm going to be donating some of my own money towards this, and if we can gather anything through this video towards that, I will be matching that along with my own donation. So, you know, the turnout might be very good, it might not, I'm not sure, but either way, it is something that I want to donate a little bit of money towards, because once again, I find this to be incredibly important for absolutely everybody out there. Whether you're a guy or a girl, but not to make this about genders, but just saying, like 98% of my subscribers are guys, and even that I find to be one of like the biggest heartbreakers when it comes to mental health and stuff like that, is that a lot of guys, including myself, have this weird like ego to them where we just need to hide every emotion that we have if it's not something prideful or if it's not something like outgoing. A lot of people, and specifically a lot of guys out there, really do suppress how they feel inside. They really do suppress the emotions that they're having, and especially if you're going through something, sometimes you can't even tell, because people unfortunately have gotten really good at hiding and suppressing things. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've recorded this video probably like 3 different times, because it's usually at this point where, you know, the voice starts cracking a little bit, and I'm not gonna get too in detail, but there is a specific video on my channel that I just can't bear to watch, and the reason is because I know exactly what I was feeling. I know exactly what was going through my mind when I made the video, yet when you hear the video yourself, you can't even tell that I am thinking a certain way. And the topic itself is kind of goofy because it's about Operation Monarch, which was back in, you know, Vanguard and Warzone a couple of months ago. But just as a reference, in this video, I sound totally fine. In this video, I said something in the intro where it was like I didn't upload for 6 days or something like that because life was calling, and when life calls, you just gotta answer. And that is true, that's exactly what happened. But even when I made this video, I was saying things like, yeah, I'm totally fine. The reality is I was not. I was going through something very fucked up, and it's something that I still think about pretty much every single day since. And again, I don't want to get into too much detail about it, but it was something that really did hurt me a lot. It was something that really fucked with me. It was something that made me think about a lot of different things differently. I went through various different methods of trying to calm down from this situation, of trying to not think about this situation, and I'm glad to say that eventually, after some period of time, I did feel fine. Like, things did get better. Unfortunately for a lot of people, I truly do think, like, true depression, like a deep depression, is one of the worst things that you could ever experience. And this is coming from my experience myself. And for some of you guys out there, I'm sure people, get upset sometimes. I'm sure people have bad days, sad days. When you feel like you're in a deep hole and it's due to something like depression, it is truly one of the worst things ever. I don't wish this feeling on anybody at all, because it really fucking sucks. And again, so many people have gotten so good at hiding this emotion and hiding this feeling that sometimes you can't even tell when somebody needs help. Sometimes you don't know when somebody's not feeling good, even though they're laughing and cracking jokes and smiling and acting as if they're fine, when in reality, deep down inside, as soon as they go home, get in their room, get in bed, it's a totally different story. And I feel for everybody who's been there. I can tell you guys right now, after I felt like I overcame that situation a few months ago, like I said, even until this day, I think about this thing pretty much every single day. And as if that weren't bad enough, I kind of got into another situation not too long ago. And again, if you look through my videos over the last couple of weeks, over the last couple of months, you might not have even been able to tell that I was kind of going through something. And that's something that I do regret. That's something that, I wish I would have been more vocal about before. Eventually, I did start reaching out to people. I started talking to friends, started talking to family, and every now and then, there's no shame in this, but I would highly recommend talking to a therapist if you have one available. To the people that are out in college, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there, most colleges will offer free therapy sessions as long as you sign a waiver and stuff like that. It really is a very useful tool, because the truth is, not a lot of people have the privilege of having an outlet. For me, I would consider stuff like going to the gym and working out, hanging out with friends, spending time with people, making videos, playing video games. Those sort of things are very easy outlets for myself, but depending on your situation and circumstances, you might not even have time for stuff like that. I can tell you guys right now, when I was going through some of this stuff, I was a full-time student with a full-time job, paying all sorts of bills and paying the entirety of my rent, and my day would start very early in the morning and would not end until very late in the night, if I even found time to make a video or even play video games. And that's really one of those like fucked up scenarios where you don't even have time for yourself. And on top of that, you're going through something internally. And the one thing that's been very helpful to me is just being open, being honest about it. There's no shame in telling somebody that you're going through anything, whether you're like a 14-year-old kid, if you're 25, if you're in your 30s or 40s, 50s, 60s, it doesn't matter. I really want to drive this point home. There is no shame in telling somebody that some shit is going on. I don't want to fuck myself up when I say this, but it is much better to feel weird or awkward or even frustrated about talking about some of these issues than for you to hold them inside and possibly find different outlets or different outcomes from it. Just trust me, even if you're just a kid out there, please just, talk to anybody. There are tons of people out there that you can talk to. It's truly that important to me. I don't want anybody to really hold it in, because you're just gonna mess yourself up even further and even worse if you do hold it in. And yeah guys, I hope there's something from this video that you were able to take, hopefully something useful, some words of encouragement for you guys, for anybody out there that might be going through something. Emotions are not forever. These things that you feel sometimes, they're temporary, and it might suck very badly right now, but I'm very confident that you can get through it, and eventually you're gonna be just fine. And who knows, maybe you even use something like that as motivation, or you find yourself an outlet, because I can tell you right now, one of my biggest outlets is this right here. So yeah guys, again, if you feel like you can donate, that would be very helpful. That would be amazing. If not, that is perfectly fine. I'm going to be donating a little bit of money myself already regardless. Honestly, just you watching this video and you being able to take something from it is equally worth it in my opinion. And again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for over 10,000 subscribers. That number is absolutely absurd. And I hope you understand the reason I wanted to make this video. I could have done a Q&A or a face reveal or stuff like that, but I figured figured I'd put some very positive energy out there into the world. And yeah, guys. Oh, one other thing, this is off topic, but I know a couple of people had a little bit of issue with my new outro. Don't worry, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's coming back, all right? I'll make sure I bring it back to normal, guys. But that's gonna do it for me today. Once again, thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. New videos are coming your way very, very soon. You know, back on track, back to Call of Duty talk. Might dibble dabble in other topics, who knows, but we'll see. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Toodles.
It's been a very long time since the weekend.